My name is Hussam Haroun. My education background is in electrical engineering. I did my undergrad in Toronto Metropolitan University. Today I've been in different industries, but currently I do have two roles. One of my role is Senior Vice President of Engineering for SunGrid Solutions, Inc. And my second role is President of Colm Engineering, which is a consulting engineering firm. But I basically enjoy running engineering teams as part of my career. I was resourceful. So I will always advise engineering students to be resourceful. I don't always depend on the infrastructure that's already set for you, because there's a lot of you. The biggest part to what we look for in the hiring is the student themselves. Sometimes we don't always, when we're hiring new grads, even we're looking for summer students, right? We're looking if that student is open to learning, collaborative, right? Willing to ask questions. But a lot of companies understand that, when you're hiring and looking for new students, you're bringing these students in to basically mold them to the needs of your organization and your industry. In today's time, there's a lot more opportunities that exist in different diverse industries. So one thing about electrical engineering has the ability to take you in different fields. So for myself, I went from telecommunication, data centers, wireline and wireless, and these could be two different industries. In electrical engineering is a diverse field, right? You can get into computer networks, you can get into computer systems, you can get into electrical systems. So there's a lot of opportunities out there for, I believe, for any engineering grad. I think my biggest strength has been my people skills. The hardest part for me on being an executive or a manager or a director or so forth, or CEO, was the technical aspects of managing a business plan. I think that will really help me a lot because, as a leader, you depend on a lot of people to help you deliver on your objectives, on your business objectives. So expectations, communication. I always tell engineers, in a professional word, I still believe communication is 50% what you do. And I believe if you're a really good communicator, you have to be very good with people. And I think if you're a very good communicator and really good with people, you have leadership capabilities, because then you can create a balance. I think some of the basic skills that, and I will say this not only engineers, but any new junior roles, you have to have the willingness to learn. You have to be open-minded, right? You have to try to understand that it's okay to make mistakes. We expect you to make mistakes, right? Depending on the technical roles, depending on the job, so if you look at engineering companies, we look for some of those basic skills. Some companies might get into technical questions to see if you know basic, some of the stuff that you've learned, but really we care about the specific things that we can use for the job that you're coming into. So for example, like I said, if you're coming to a design role in the power industry potentially, if you know AutoCAD, because if you're going to use AutoCAD, I think coming in with AutoCAD is very important, unless the manager is willing to teach you on the job. I think being resourceful, and also, just like you're looking for a job, just you're researching and building your resume, I think you should research the needs of the job. And if you get the interview, you should be open about what you know and what you don't, but that you're willing to learn it on the job. And I think that could stand out, very well with your interview. SunGrid Solutions is in the renewable energy space. Our focus is to create better energy for tomorrow. So we have our own manufacturing, right? We do projects turnkey, end to end. So we take on a project with a client, we conceptualize it, engineer it, manufacture the components, the systems, integrate it. We have our own unique software to do that. Strategically, we acquired a consulting firm called Colm Engineering that's been around for 20 plus years. Some of the largest home developers in Ontario. At the time, I was I had executive oversight on operations from a board level, where I took over and grew the company from 9 employees to 40. Basically, I'm taking that business plan as president of Colm to deliver on growing the business and go nationally and potentially grow it into the US. The expertise that we have, we're a power engineering company, we focus on engineering power distribution, power systems. So we help developers bring power to subdivisions or homes, and we also work with utilities to basically distribute and design substations and basically deliver that power infrastructure as well. I think the biggest advice coming in as a first-year student, you don't know what to expect through this experience, but I genuinely believe that undergrad experience shapes the rest of your life. And I think the biggest thing in first year for all of us is always, you're always trying to run around, get assignments done, trying to understand how to get things done, the demands and everything. That's okay. Enjoy that. It's a great experience because university is a playground to learn, to make mistakes, to develop your own processes, which you're gonna need in your career, to develop discipline. Discipline was key on making sure you basically manage your own study time and your own entertainment time and your own health, physical maintenance time. So don't be afraid to learn, to make mistakes, to ask questions, to try new things, to be innovative, to really figure out who you are. I think that's the key one coming to first year. The other thing is that I think most university grads realize that when they started first year and where they are at the end, it's a very different. So change is part of the journey. So don't be afraid of change. Don't be disappointed if you come in and you say things are not working how you planned them, because that's the whole idea of this experience, is to really figure out yourself, and things are going to change. Who you are might change, but also what you do in your life, your career focus, your specialties, your interests might also change.